You ever see a kid got crumbs all over his fingers, chocolate all over his mouth, and you say, "Have you been eating cookies?" And the kid says, "No." And the adult says, "Are you sure? You look like you've been eating cookies." And the child goes, wasn't me. This is literally how our press secretary is dealing with the situation of the economy. Now, she gave a press conference today, and I'm just going to let it play for archive reasons. Because in about a month, you're going to see she was lying directly to your face, and they don't care. This administration is doing everything they can. Well, they're trying to make life harder for you. And they either can't see it or they don't care.
There's no inevitability around a recession, but there is a greater deal of market concern about exactly that. And I know that inflation is your number one concern, but can you talk a little bit about if you're doing anything at all to prevent a recession or a rise in unemployment?
So the way that we see this, and you've heard us talk about this, that we're in a moment of transition. We have seen we are in a unique situation with our with the historical gains with our economy. The way
One, she's just a horrible public speaker. I mean, I'm an idiot on a computer, and I say and stuff like that a lot, but I'm an idiot. This is a person who's paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year to represent our government. She's worse than I am. And she says we're in a transition period. Well, good God, transitioning to what? I think it's going to get worse.
that we see it as unemployment rate has held steady at 3.6, which is also near historic lows. Business investment remains strong. Household balance sheets remain strong. There was an analysis that came out recently that showed middle-class Americans had an additional $10,000 in savings then before the pandemic. Another analysis found that all income...
No. Household income is strong. Everyone has an extra $10,000 in savings. Who's she been talking to? Do you have an extra $10,000 in savings to make it through these rough periods? Is your household economy stable? When a person has to get 2 jobs to make ends meet, that does not lower the unemployment rate. What are you talking about?
Some groups had higher checking account balances at the end of March than they had pre-pandemic. So we see that the strengths our economic strength that we have seen from this past year, from the action that the president has taken with the American Rescue Plan, with what we have seen with the historical gains, that is going to help us deal with the recession. Right now, we don't see a recession. Right now, we're not in a...
You really? You don't see a recession now? Well, if you're not looking for a recession, of course you're not going to see one. If you walk into a field and you're like the end of the Mary Poppins movie where she's walking through a field, okay? If you don't see any 4-leaf clovers because you're not looking for them, that doesn't mean they don't exist, okay? Now, we don't see a recession. Everyone else does, which makes you either lying or retarded.
Right now, we're not in a recession right now. Right now, we're in a transition where we are going to go into a place of stable and steady growth, and that's going to...
Do you think we're going to go into a place of stable and steady growth? He refuses to let oil companies produce oil. He refuses to close the border, and dozens, if not hundreds, maybe thousands of people are coming into the country to take your stuff. Oh, they're not taking our stuff. Well, they need things, and you have to pay for it. Therefore, you have less money to buy stuff of your own. You figure it out.
be that's going to be our focus.
Okay, this person is just flat out lying to you. I don't know if it's because she doesn't understand or it's because she's paid to tell you these things, but look with your own eyes. Is your life getting better with the decisions that this administration has made? Every single thing you can put your finger on, the price has gone up. I dare you, list in the comments, list one thing where the price has gone down or the quality has gone up and the price has stayed the same. List one. I dare you.